Hi, this is Ashley Griffin, and I would like to share with you the new eXtension reporting and tools mechanism found within create.extension.org. Each year, communities of practice are asked to report on their activity that has happened in the previous 12 months. We've integrated this into create.extension.org and your COP dashboard within this content management system. If you navigate to your community dashboard, you will actually find two areas. The pod on the right, Manage Your Group, houses a new link called Tools and Reports. If you click on Tools and Reports, you'll have an opportunity to view your scorecards for optimization that have been previously completed or start a new assessment scorecard. Likewise, the COP annual report, which is due in the fall, in 2012, due November 1st, you will find a link, Start New COP Annual Report. Later, once this report is completed, you'll be able to go back and view this and future reports. When clicking on the Start New Report, you'll see a narrative explaining when the current year's deadline is, along with a link that opens the report. On this particular initial screen, you'll notice that it designates the group audience. The default goes to the community of practice from which dashboard you just clicked from. So if this is not your group audience or your community of practice name, please select the one that is most applicable. You'll also notice that you have the ability to leave commenting available in the form of open, or you can close comments for this particular report. There are three main areas for your reporting. You've got the annual report contact information, which reflects your leadership, both a primary and a secondary contact, with just some basic information such as name, email, and telephone number. You also have a narrative, and this narrative summarizes the total report, so it may be something that you come back and complete after you complete the next step. But in this view, you'll notice that you have the ability to use the WYSIWYG editing bar that is available in other content pages so that you may format this page appropriately. Lastly, the individual reporting items that eXtension is most interested in is first your social media activity, focusing on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. There is, however, an open field for additional social media efforts that you are welcome to fill in any additional information about blogs and other social media activity that the community is involved in. In fact, it may also be a good place to actually share a little bit about the process and how the social media effort is working within your community. Webinars. There's also an area here where you can indicate the number of webinars you've conducted, the number of participants, and the number of views with your webinar recordings. This could be both internal and external webinars. We encourage you to list all of your webinars in learn.extension.org, as that is a public face for those events, for those online webinar events for your community. Next, we have external funding. If you have grants and contracts from other entities other than eXtension, this is the place where you share that information with us. You also have the ability to add another item or add additional grants and contracts that you may be involved in, as all of this information is important if you are doing it on behalf of your community of practice and eXtension. Assessment and evaluation reports, as well as marketing and plans and results, are left in an open field area where you can insert the links to those reports that may be pre-existing within your community information. Many communities of practice start their evaluation and marketing effort reports and keep those up on a monthly or quarterly basis, so that by the time they get to the annual report, they'll pretty much have most of the information that they need available. And so here's just a great place for you to link to that information rather than having to copy and paste it in this formal report. This gives you the opportunity to work on that throughout the year without opening this particular form. Transformation, a series of 2 questions whereby you're sharing back information about how your community is working and how they may be institutionalizing their work of eXtension, and some feedback that you can provide. We've actually narrowed this set of questions from previous reporting years. Educational products, this is an area where you'll actually document some of the highlights of the previous year, what has been your primary focus, and how you're providing new innovative educational material to your customer. And finally, a link where you can report non-funded partnerships. eXtension, of course, encourages and supports communities in their efforts to partner with nonprofits, industry professionals, and others. And so we would like for you to share this information with us so that we can have an idea of what your expert reach may actually be and who you're partnering with, as those may actually be potential sponsorship opportunities for your community in the future. You have the ability in this initial screen, again, to enter the first partnership or partnering agency. However, you can add another item and easily add additional partners that you may be working with. Once you've completed your report, don't forget to hit save, and this will be recorded for you in your COP dashboard for later review and editing. So I hope that this run-through has been helpful for you to become familiar with our new reporting mechanism. If you have questions, don't hesitate to contact us at eXtension, and we'll be glad to help you. Have a great day.